Hi, welcome back to Chronically Authentic, the podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can already see I am flying solo today. No pun intended, because Matt is actually flying today. And when he had mentioned, hey, would you want to record a podcast by yourself? I got really nervous for some reason. And I think it's because Matt has become a comfort blanket for me when it comes to podcasting. But at the end of the day, like, he's not always going to be here. So we're diving in and just getting soaked. So to kick us off, I went ahead and pulled a Crush Your Goals card just as like a little icebreaker to get us started. And it could not have been any more perfect for today. Sometimes you just have to put on lip gloss and pretend to be psyched. I'm so psyched to be doing this by myself. And I'm not even kidding when I say that. I want to talk to you about something that I feel as women, we have a hard time swallowing this pill, but it is a phrase that we say all the time. And I'm sure in our hearts, genuinely, we actually mean the words. But I feel like a lot of us lack a true understanding to what that really looks like. I want to talk about women supporting women. I think it is so cool how right now, with Taylor Swift being as huge as she is and her being such a marquee sign of true women supporting women movement. Women of all ages gather to support that one person. And I just love the friendship bracelets. And, I think it is so relatable, her story about how, going through high school, we all wanted to be part of that cool kids club. And honestly, it kind of feels right now like it's a trend. But supporting women shouldn't feel trendy. It shouldn't be about, anything like that. It's really, truly just about building real relationships, um, and lifting each other up. And not just because it's in right now with Taylor. So really the big question is how do we move beyond the hype and start making a real difference in the lives of the women around us? Here's the thing though, it doesn't have to be complicated. Let's kind of ditch that pressure of like, oh, I have to be there for everybody at all hours of all day. No, you don't. You don't have to do that at all, actually. I am a person who, for a long time, thought that if someone texts me, I had to immediately respond, or just if someone asked me that I had to say yes. That's not true support. True support really starts with you. And it is truly hard to support others if you are struggling with self-love and self-acceptance. It just is what it is. So take a moment to acknowledge and really truly appreciate your own journey for a second. Can you celebrate your wins, big or small? We talked a little bit about this last week about how, sometimes those in your inner circle are the quietest when you win, and that you really have to learn how to celebrate and advocate and believe in yourself. If you didn't listen to last week's podcast, highly recommend going back and having a listen. Good takeaway points in that one. Can you celebrate yourself? Whether it's a big or small win, can you celebrate it? Can you be kind to yourself? Which I know as women, we are our own worst critic. We all have negative self-talk, but are you doing things actively to change the conversation and the dialogue that's happening in your head? I used to personally be the hardest on myself. I used to say the meanest things. And it's actually funny. I always would joke about how, people would bully me. And it's like, it doesn't matter what a bully says. I have said far worse things to myself, so that the words that somebody else has to say about me now has no effect on me whatsoever. I've also grown an inner dialogue of support and love. I genuinely love who I am. And it took me a long time to get to that place. So I know that if I can do it, you can absolutely do it. But can you do it on the really tough days? Because when you feel good about yourself, you really truly have more love and energy to share with those around you. As women, we love to project our own insecurities, whether it's a physical insecurity, an emotional insecurity, onto other people. So, how do you begin to expand your circle? And what does fostering genuine connections actually look like? Well, one, getting outside of your comfort zone. You can't meet people if you won't go out and try new things. I feel like one of the biggest things I hear, and I say this myself, is I just want real, genuine, authentic relationships with people. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but in order to find those real, genuine, authentic relationships with other people, you have to go out and find the other people. I work in the online world. There's an infinite void of other people. But are you showing up in a way that is truly authentic to yourself? Because there's nothing worse than pretending to be something that you're not and meeting the wrong people. I said it. I went there. How many times have you been in situations or scenarios where you weren't being yourself and you thought you were having fun, you thought you were enjoying yourself, but you go home or you leave that encounter or that event or that thing and you feel drained? You think, I need to go recharge my social battery. When you're around people and things that are true to who you are, they don't drain you. They give you life. They give you energy. They give you hope. They give you inspiration, not feelings of, I need to go recharge my social battery. If you are leaving situations and you are feeling drained, I truly believe that is your body's way of saying, hey, we don't like that and we don't need to do that again. How do you get out of your comfort zone? You just do it. It's going to feel awkward. You may have some anxiety, but when you face the challenges that make you scared, that's where you grow as a person. And I know that as women, we love to be in a group, or I want to go to Target, but I need someone to go with me. No, you don't. That was one of the hardest things for me to grasp on my own when my husband deployed. Was I felt like in order to go do things, I needed somebody present to go and actually enjoy myself. But what I know now is that I really just didn't know myself enough to enjoy my own company. I was too busy having negative dialogue conversations in my mind and saying mean things to myself. So I stopped doing that. And when I stopped doing that and I actually spent time with myself, I learned how to love myself and I learned how to go out and go to Target or go out and go to lunch or go to the bookstore, Trader Joe's, wherever, and just enjoy that me time and just doing literally nothing except what made me feel good about myself. That's it. Being a woman who supports another woman doesn't look at what somebody else is doing in comparison. A woman who truly supports other women doesn't look at another woman and think, she's better than me. I'll never be able to be her. You're right. You will never be able to be her because you're you. And the person that you are is amazing. And she's wonderful. And she's lovable. And she's capable. And she's strong. And she's worthy. But you're worried about somebody that's not you. And so you're comparing yourself. How can you support other women when you can't look at yourself for the damn goddess that you are? Facts, mama. women supporting women, it is genuinely, truly getting to know and appreciate the unique journeys of the women around you and the differences that you all have. We're not cookie cutter people. We're all unique, and that is like literally what makes us all so beautiful. I love perspective, and you know how I get perspective? By going and hearing other people's experiences and taking it in, and not in a judgmental way. Who am I to judge? I'm an imperfect person, as is everybody else. I don't stay on a high horse. I don't look down upon people. I appreciate people as my peers. We're all equal here. And I feel like sometimes as women, we look down on other women, maybe because they dress differently, maybe because they listen to a different kind of music, or maybe because they have crazy tattoos or funky colored hair or piercings. Listen, just because you wear your top button closed doesn't make you better than somebody else. That's not a person who lives the mentality of women supporting women, because women truly supporting women, they don't judge each other. Historically speaking, women have been pitted against each other, whether it be going after the same affection of a man, whether it be in a workplace or on social media or sports, like you name it. Women have always been pitted against each other as some type of weird rivalry. We're not in competition, y'all. We have to lock elbows and come together and really, truly learn how to appreciate the unique journey that we're all on, while also appreciating that we are all women going through this life together. Let's talk about some specific ways that you can show support in your day to day life. One, be a freaking champion. Celebrate the wins of your friends, your colleagues, your family, whether it's big or small. It doesn't have to be this big, grandiose gesture. You don't have to throw someone a party or give them an award. It could be simply just saying, I'm so proud of you. But like, genuinely mean it. That can literally make a world of difference to someone around you that maybe doesn't feel seen by you. Hey, I'm so proud of you. Just mean it. Offer a helping hand. If you can see that your friend is overwhelmed, whether that's work or personal stuff, offer to help. Ask to help. What can I help you with? Do you need me to actually do something for you? Do you need me to just listen? Because I'm here for you. There is nothing better than when your girlfriend reaches out to you and makes you feel seen. You can be that for somebody else. Sometimes the best support that we can give to another woman as a woman is just simply being there. Whether that's emotionally, sometimes it's physically, just on the other end of the line on the phone, just being present for somebody else. That is support. That is a woman supporting another woman. I'm here for you. Another way to show support in your day to day is to be an advocate. If you are before I even get to that, let's just be an advocate. As women, and I wish we could just squash this, women love to gossip about other women. Did you see what she was wearing? Did you see what she posted in her stories? Did you see what she did? Did you hear what she said about whoever? We love to gossip, and gossip is just a blanket for being judgmental. I said what I said, and I'm not going to take it back. We love to be judgmental of other women. Like I said, this goes back to you're not a perfect person. Why are you judging or gossiping about something? So Be an advocate. If you're in a group or a room or a circle and there are conversations happening about somebody who is not present in that room, I hope you are the advocate, and I hope that you are courageous enough to stand up and say, hey, that person's not here. I don't think that it's right that we have this conversation about someone who can't even be in the room to defend or explain or share their own journey. Let's not talk about it. Call out the bullshit. Speak up. It's scary to go against the grain, but the respect. I respect a woman who has the decency to stand up and say, I'm not going to allow people to discuss someone who's not in this room right now. Yeah, I said that. Be the advocate. That is the best way to support another woman. Stand up for her and allow her the opportunity to speak her piece. Unless she's not there, then nobody gets to discuss it. Bam. I just want you to remember, I don't want this to be this whole big long podcast today, but I just want you to remember that supporting women is not about grand gestures or social media trends. It's about showing up for the women in your life, whether big or small, it doesn't matter, in ways that feel authentic and meaningful to you. It's about building genuine connections, celebrating each other's journeys, and lifting each other up one step at a time. Not only when it's beneficial for you, not because you get something out of it, not in a disingenuous or fake way. This podcast today was your reminder to stay chronically authentic and to start showing the amazing women in your life how much you truly support them in whatever way feels right for you. Remember, a supportive community starts with you. So be kind to yourself and then spread that love outward. That is how you're going to build a community of women truly supporting women. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Short, simple, and sweet to the point. Come join me down in the comments and let me know what your thoughts are on women supporting women. If you are a woman, what does that look like for you? What does true, genuine support look like from your perspective? If you are a man, you can chime in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast. Come find me on socials, Nicki.bunting. Come join me over on my website, NickiBunting.com. As always, I very much appreciate your time and sharing these perspectives and allowing me a platform to even have this dialogue. We are on the road to 500 subscribers over on YouTube. So hit all the buttons, join the conversation anywhere you can, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.